Sister Wives, Season 19, Episode 13, Real Talks and Dirty Jokes. On tonight's episode of Sister Wives, the three ex-wives of Kody Brown, Christine Brown, Janelle Brown, and Meri Brown, create new familial tribes, while remaining wife Robyn. Brown encourages her daughters to seek out community through religion. This new era of sister wives, post-mass wife exodus, is barely reminiscent of the early days of the show, when the plural family appeared to be happily living a conservative and religious, though non-traditional lifestyle. But that was then, and this is now. And now, 3 of the wives have left the family is scattered throughout multiple states. Kody doesn't believe in religion anymore and truly thinks her soon-to-be stepdad David's groom's cake should be modeled after her mom's bosom. Welcome to Sister Wives 2.0, Here's a recap of all the episodes this season so far. Meri and her BFFs yap about Kody. Episode 13, entitled Give Up the Ghost, opens in Sandy, Utah at La Caïla, described as an upscale French restaurant and event space, where Meri is meeting up with her friends, Andrea and Hillary. It's so nice to see Meri building her tribe of female friends, her own sister wives, if you will. Despite coming from a plural family, Meri often appeared to be the odd one out. Both of Meri's friends grew up in plural families, with Andrea even marrying into a polygamous family, but eventually left. Andrea seems like the perfect support system for Meri. It's hard when you leave something that is so familiar to you and has been your life for so long. They are good people for me to hang out with and be able to have these really open and honest and raw conversations because they get it. Speaking of raw conversations, Andrea decides she's going to ask the question we've all been wondering. So, you any men? Andrea asks Meri, which results in giggles from the rest of the group. For old school sister wives, this type of language is downright scandalous. But on Sister Wives 2.0, Meri just laughs at her friend's intrusive questioning. The 3 enjoy a meal outside in a beautiful garden space while they catch up on Meri's life, 6 months post-divorce. Meri fills the girls in on Kody's somewhat odd behavior during her move. They encourage Meri to use this as a reset in her life, a time to become the best version of herself. Her friends recall how much Kody changed when he married Robyn and the way he pushed the other wives away. In a confessional, Kody continues to deny any wrongdoing. My attitude never changed when Robyn and I got married, so anybody who tries to say that I favored Robyn with time or anything like that is just going off of a recency bias. Meri's friends try to comfort her by telling her that Kody will one day realize what he's missing and will miss her. This seems to give Meri some validation, although it shouldn't. Of Robyn, Meri says that they were always good, but now it's awkward to think of being friends with her ex-husband's wife. Meri's friends gas her up, as good friends should. They remind her how special she is, how lucky someone will be to be with her, and they tell her it takes time, at least a year, to fully heal. They also discuss the more troubling aspects of Meri and Kody's split, like Kody waiting for Meri to be the one to end things, despite seemingly being unhappy for years, and Kody telling Meri that the only reason their marriage lasted so long was because of plural marriage. He probably lasted longer because he didn't have to be around me as much, says Meri. Oh, Meri, getting away from Kody is the greatest gift you could have received. Embrace it. Meri then says that she feels like she and Kody could have worked things out. Hopefully Meri has a good therapist, as well as her strong support system, because it will take years for her to process everything that happened during her marriage. Meri tells her friends that during their marriage, when she would struggle with jealousy, she would try to get Kody to see things from her side by asking him what he would do if she had 2 husbands. In a flashback to that scene, Kody says that Meri having more than one husband or lover would be vulgar. Okay, Kody. Meri, if I were to be giving attention to another guy, how would it make you feel? Kody, the vulgarity of you having 2 husbands or another lover sickens me. Meri feels like Kody's response implied that she should be ashamed of her jealousy, which is a normal human response. She is just now starting to see how damaging this marriage was for her. She's free now, and she can sit in a French restaurant with her besties and talk badly about her ex. This is the essence of girlhood, at any age. Christine gets wedding dress, princess treatment. After a commercial break, we're in Salt Lake City, Utah, shopping for wedding dresses with Christine Brown, soon to be Wooly. Christine brings an entire tribe of women with her, including her mom, daughters, her fiancé's mom and daughters, her sister wife for life, Janelle and Maddie, Janelle and Kody's daughter. As to be expected, Christine is ecstatic to be looking for a wedding dress. Again, there has never been a woman happier to be divorced than Christine. She's positively glowing. Christine's mom made her dress the first time and wasn't even able to attend the ceremony due to religious restrictions, so Christine's mama was never able to actually see her in the dress. Having her mom join her to buy a dress the second time around is important to Christine. Christine's first wedding dress was very modest, as was the custom in their religion. But this time, Christine gets to let loose and find the dress of her dreams, a dress that represents her for the first time. Christine is immediately drawn to a boho-style dress, but she lets everyone pick a dress for her to try on. In a confessional, Robyn Brown repeats her season mantra by saying that they are moving fast, but she's glad that her mom is having this experience. Meri's friends give her good advice. Back at lunch with Meri and the girls, Meri continues to open up to her friends about her divorce. Because they've both been involved in polygamy, they get it. Meri explains that she hasn't spoken much to her family about the divorce. She implies it's because nobody has really asked her about it, and her friends encourage her not to hide her emotions. We shouldn't be hiding how we feel. That's what that religion did to me anyways. It taught me how to be fearful of saying what I thought, said Meri's friend. They encourage her to move through her emotions, not fear them. The three discuss the pitfalls of plural marriage, and while Meri says she still believes in it, her friends don't. Meri's eyes are being opened to the traumas she endured, and while painful for her, it's necessary for her to do it in order to heal. This is one of the most authentic, genuine conversations we've ever seen on this show, and it's being applauded by fans on Reddit. They were incredible, real survivors. So nice to know they were there when she requested her release. TLC, we want to see more of Meri's friends. I love Meri's friends, including Jen. I hope they're telling her more truth bombs off camera, and they seem to be telling her gently and building her up at the same time. Reminding her that she is fantastic, Kody is the one that is missing out. Their honest discussion about polygamy was great. It was general, but hopefully will get Meri to think about how hard she had to struggle in her marriage. It's funny because supposedly Meri is the worst person ever, but she's also the only one that has genuine friends. The ones Christine had lunch with honestly seemed like they were there to further the plot and interview her. Kody's all come from marriage, his in-laws and whatnot. Meri's friends want to see her get to the point where she doesn't have doubts about leaving, which she clearly still does. Meri says she will work on accepting the good times they had and the fact that it's now over. Christine doesn't care about modesty anymore. Back at the bridal store, Christine tries on wedding dresses for her friends. She wants a deep plunge, off-the-shoulder, form-fitting dress. She's clearly not abiding by the modesty standard anymore, and she's basking in the attention of shopping for her dream dress. I feel like a princess. I feel like this is a party, and it's all about me. Christine's friends ooh and ah over her various dresses, even dubbing one a vagina dress for the awkward way the design sat on her body. Christine instantly rules out that particular dress because as freewheeling as her new lifestyle is, even she can't go that far. Sometimes, on this show, the women will casually say something about their lifestyle that's so utterly shocking it's hard to believe it's true. As seen here when Janelle talks about her own wedding to Kody and drops a family bombshell. When Kody and I got married, my family was very upset with my decision to join the faith. Most of my family was not talking to me or associating with me. I had a green dress I wore. That was it. My mom was at the wedding because she came to save me from the polygamists and ended up marrying Kody's dad 3 months before we got married. So, my mom was obviously okay with it, but the rest of my family was not okay with it, so they didn't come. We're barely able to process that bit of information before we're back to the dresses. Christine ends up having a few favorite dresses, so while she hasn't found the dress designers will be able to come up with something custom for her based on her favorites, just like the princess she is. Robyn's daughters want to go to church. After a commercial break, we're back in Flagstaff with Robyn, Kody, and their kids. Robyn talks about having to accept that the other wives are gone and struggling with some identity issues in the wake of it. Robyn and her daughters, Brianna and Aurora, talk about wanting to find a church to attend. In the past, family had refrained from attending church due to their plural lifestyle. But now, as a monogamous family, they can explore new churches together. Robyn grew up going to church and has missed the practice, but she says Kody has really, really intense feelings about her church. Aurora and Brianna are getting older, and they're craving a religious experience and community where they can meet new friends and new boys. Robyn wants them to focus more on their spiritual journey and less on boys, but she recognizes that it's a struggle to find people to date who meet their traditional values. She then asks if either of her daughters plan to marry into a plural family, to which they both say no. Robyn seems saddened, but she can't be surprised. They haven't exactly set the best example. But in a confessional, Kody for once seems to get it. I don't think any of my kids are going to live plural marriage. I don't think the experience they've had with our family would make them want to do that. So I really wouldn't care to have my daughters in plural marriage. I really don't think any of my sons are interested in plural marriage either. Robyn and her daughters agree to start church shopping, which Kody has conflicting feelings about, of course. He's struggling with embracing religion after what he's been through, so we know he won't make this easy for Robyn and their kids. Christine and David Eat Cake flirt. After a commercial break, Robyn admits that Meri is the only sister wife she has a relationship with, so she doesn't know what's going on with Christine. Kody says he's refusing to be curious about the happenings with Christine out of respect to his marriage to Robyn. It makes it easier for him to ignore Christine, which doesn't seem like a healthy coping mechanism, but this is Kody we're talking about. Meanwhile, Christine is too busy cake tasting to be curious about Kody and Robyn. She, David, and some of their relatives are trying wedding cakes. After a somewhat detailed description of the types of cakes they want, no fondant, the discussion of a groom's cake comes up, and one of the kids suggests a boob cake, but Christine says she doesn't need to be jealous of a boob cake on her wedding day. "I was jealous for years," she says. Then little Truly says that the cake should be Christine's boobs, to which everyone chuckles. This family's shift from extreme conservatism to casual boob jokes in public has been astounding. They jokingly admonish each other for being inappropriate in public, but all very lighthearted. The dirty jokes continue when Christine tells David not to worry about the frosting because they're doing a naked cake. The way Christine and David make relatively mild sexual jokes about the idea of a naked cake is sweet because Christine no longer cares about being modest, and it shows. Christine can't pick a favorite out of 3 different cake flavors, so David suggests they break tradition and get all 3. David makes everything easy. He's like, "Why pick? Let's just have all of them if we want." "Isn't that great?" says Christine gleefully. In a confessional, Christine makes an interesting insight about how the wedding planning process has shown her how independent she really is. Being married to Kody, she had to be independent and not involve him. For Christine, Kody made things complicated, and David makes things easy. Is it any wonder she's so ecstatic? Meri Brown from Sister Wives has announced she's leaving Utah to embark on a new adventure with her best friend. The 53-year-old single mother was previously married to Kody Brown. Meri spent 30 years with Kody, a polygamous patriarch, before ending their spiritual marriage in 2023. Following the split, Meri focused on her health and happiness. She lost weight, increased travel, and dated new people. Meri also achieved various new milestones in her career after becoming a single woman. In December 2024, she reached 1 million followers on her Instagram page, demonstrating her continued relevance among fans. Meri is happy with her decision to end her relationship with Kody and is enjoying her life away from the drama. Recently, Meri shared a close-up photo of herself with her best friend, Jen Sullivan, revealing that she's embarking on a new adventure. Meri appeared cheerful in her picture and eager for what was to come. She captioned it, "Off on a girls' weekend with my BFF at Just Jen Really." In addition to sharing a picture from the airplane, Meri also mentioned that she's flying out because her goal is to live a life of fun, intrigue, and adventure. She expressed her excitement by joking that it would be interesting to see if her flight could handle her. What does Meri Brown's new adventure with her BFF mean? Meri loves traveling, creating memories with her friends. Meri's Instagram post about her new adventure comes as no surprise. Over the months, she has been consistently open about her active lifestyle to her fans and quality time spent with her friends. Within the past year, Meri has taken trips to various destinations, like Animal Kingdom in Florida, Disneyland in California, downtown in New York, Big Ben in London, and other popular locations. Her Fridays are often spent with her friends, as was the case with her latest trip alongside her best friend. Meri thoroughly enjoys her weekends and lives life to the fullest. Meri's latest update indicates that she's prioritizing spending time with people who care about her rather than pursuing a romantic relationship. Unlike Christine, who entered into a new relationship and settled down with David Woolley quickly, Meri is more keen on finding inner peace and freedom. She's using her free time and weekends to spend time with those who are important to her, including her best friend. Meri doesn't seem to be in a rush to enter into another marriage.